Hello, my name's Will, and here at Quell I talk a lot about staff safety. Now, over the past few months I've done videos on shoplifting and also robbery, and a couple of our clients asked me to come in for a quick chit chat about the safety of staff in an element of what we would refer to as breaking and entry. Now, for the legal side of it, I don't do that. I would ask you, if you want to know more about it, is go over to the black belt barrister. I've been in touch with him, he's fantastic, and he said it's no problem me referencing him. And he will talk about the legalities of it, and I'm sure you can go on Google and find out all the legal terminology. Where I come in is I look at it from basically the practical side of it. What can we do to protect staff? Now, in the clients I visited, we had different elements within it. For instance, we had staff working in locations or premises alone, and what did we do? And the other element was in the sense of when the staff had vacated and the premises were empty. So firstly, to do with a staff member in the premises alone, and it's probably a large complex. Well, what we discussed was, well, for starters, at the basics, in the sense of what do we already have in place for the procedures? What do we currently have as, shall we say, systems in place to protect the staff? So I review all them. I look at, for instance, the door locking systems. Are they adequate? Is it a key fob, a keypad, or is it key? I then look at, for instance, the CCTV. Are the CCTV in the right areas? Do we have any blind spots? Do we have any weak areas? I've even looked at a location recently where, believe it or not, the building itself around the sides and the rear was pretty secure, but you could actually easily get in through the roof. So we've actually reinforced the skylights, and we've also stuck a camera at an easy angle. Didn't cost much money, basically just a little bit of cable, and we can now observe the roof. Then I also look at it for the point of when the staff are in the premises on their own. Can they actually, shall we say, use the CCTV system correctly? They're not, shall we say, confused. It's not too technical. They know how to go back. Say, for instance, go back a couple of minutes, or shall we say an hour, if they've got a concern. And then we look at it, okay, what do they actually need themselves? Is there a risk that, for instance, they could have an incident on their own? And then we also look at the dark side. Somebody does break into the premises. What do the staff do? Do the staff have a safe room to go to? If they hit the emergency or the panic button or an alarm, what actually happens? Does it go through to, shall we say, another key holder? Does it go straight through to a security company, or does it go straight through to the police? So we have long discussions on how can we make that staff member or staff members safe if somebody breaks into, shall we say, part of the building. And it was interesting because some people immediately think that when we've got staff in the building that we're okay because it's going to be daylight hours, etc., etc. No, it's not. It could be the middle of the night when the staff are working. So we had a long conversation of how to improve that element. Now, the flip side of it was I was asked to look at it from the point of security when the staff have vacated and the premises are empty. And again, it sounds pretty simple, but it is looking it back over and reviewing what kind of locking systems do they have. Do they have security lighting? Do they have CCTV? Do they have remote CCTV where they can basically be at home and alarm goes off on their phone or whatever system they're carrying? They can quickly look at it and see that possibly someone is entering the premises. There's so many different systems out there that I work with now that are so technical. It's brilliant, believe it or not. But what I try to ask above anything else is this. I ask all my clients to just every now and again review. That's it. Look at the building themselves. Look at the building and say to themselves, right, what are my vulnerable points here? Where is the car park? Is it in a blind spot? Can someone come around the side of the building? Can someone force open a fire door? Or can they force open a window that's not been, shall we say, repaired properly? Can they access in through the roof? I mean, in my career, I've seen so many points of entry where individuals have broken into premises. You'd be very surprised. Through the smallest of windows, cutting in through a roof, breaking open a shutter, and it is quite damaging to the actual owners, or shall we say the management or the staff of that organisation. So this is just a short video, just asking you and all the people that follow us, just to, if you are in charge of premises or whatever, you have got staff in premises that work on their own, have you thought about the safety and security of them on their own, or to the point of where you're leaving your premises at night? Is it not worth just spending that time to look at it and think, right, okay, is my alarm up to the required standards? Do I have the right CCTV? Am I securing my premises properly? Does the system actually work? I've tested so many systems in my career of activating alarms, and nothing's really happened, to tell you the truth. Just a loud noise for 15 minutes and then the battery shuts down. So break and entry, there's a little bit more to it, obviously, I'm sure you'd appreciate, but this is a little video hopefully trying to generate some form of conversation to you, because unfortunately, speaking to the police, they do tell me that there has been actually an increase in especially premises or businesses being broken into. But again, that's the statistic thing. I'm sure you'll find out your statistics yourself. Thank you for watching. Please continue to watch our videos. Please consider to look at us on our LinkedIn YouTube channel, and you might find something that's interesting or might prompt you to think of not only your own personal safety, but the safety of your staff. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, whatever you're doing, and bye for now.